Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. For those of you new around here, my name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Saturday, November 12th, 2016, using tarot to create the life you want. Well, I hope everybody is enjoying their weekend. So this week we continue our work with the beautiful Tarot Apokalypsis created by Eric C. Dunn with the companion book written by the talented Kim Huggins. And the three cards drawn randomly from the deck today were the Five of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Princess of Swords. So the first card I draw today is the Five of Wands, in which we see five men battling a hippo. Now it appears as though one of the fellows might be hurt. He's bent over there. Now this card usually has to do with conflict, contention, rivalry. Those times at work where we find ourselves butting our heads with others. Now, this card can sometimes point to friendly competition or dealing with a lot of people, each of whom has their own agenda. But because this fire card is ill-dignified by the water card next to it, what I'm getting is this idea of excessive stubbornness. There might be an unwillingness to see things from the perspective of others or to compromise on a situation. Now, this idea is supported by our next card, the Nine of Cups. And here we see a person lounging in a chair, eating grapes, with a servant nearby pouring water for the person. This card is often called the Fat Cat card. And it usually portrays happiness, contentment, and enjoying one's comforts. But again, that energy of this card is weakened a little bit by that Five of Wands card. So instead, I'm getting the idea of smugness, of being unwilling to step into the shoes of others. I might even point to an unwillingness to come to a decision that others are waiting on. But notice that the only person around is a servant. This suggests that though we may feel that our position is superior and that we may be in the right, others may not share our point of view. Even worse, the person in this card may be flaunting his or her position. Now, so this card might be about not wanting to listen to what others have to say. Some of us might be digging our heels into the sand over an issue, or have maybe become a little heated and just shut the entire discussion down. So the solution is using the energy of our last card, the Princess of Swords, which actually is the strongest card in the spread. Isn't this a beautiful card? No, it's a depiction of a Norse goddess, but I cannot remember who at the moment. But what I do find interesting about this card is that she is pointing directly at us, as if telling us, get with the program and do what's right. For the Princess of Swords is always about doing what's right. She weighs the facts, but is willing to embrace new ideas and new approaches, which may be what is being asked of some of you. Now notice that she's also pointing upwards. So another message for these cards might be to not cut people out of our lives because we've had a difference of opinion. These cards today may resonate strongly with my friends in the United States who have just endured an election that has been extremely difficult for many of us. It's been a tough week for a lot of us here. I've seen friendships dissolve, co-workers at war, and families literally break apart over this. Now, in our last card, remember the Princess of Swords is pointing upwards. So I'm getting the idea here of putting oneself above it all, of taking the high road. Now, I know that's a lot easier said than done for many of us, but the seriousness of losing friendships or harming the future of our relationships with family might call for a bit of compromise here. So we may need to rise above this in order to preserve our relationships with the people in our life. It might be time to compromise and kind of come to a willingness to agree to disagree. Now, perhaps I'm projecting a bit here because I'm smack in the middle of this myself, and I know that I need to take this advice in my own life. But, all we can strive for, regardless of who is president or what conflict we find ourselves in, is to be the light in the world, to do what's right as much as we can, try to maintain an open mind and see where others might be coming from, to do good by others. It might not always be easy, but it may be necessary, not only to maintain peace around us, but also for our own emotional peace of mind. So the message today for these 3 cards is: sometimes we have to rise above the storm in order to find the sunshine. It is not the circumstances that define us, but our reaction to them. So today's advice card comes from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley, and the card drawn randomly from the deck today is Peace. So really, could we have asked for a more perfect card? I don't think I need to say anything or add any additional commentary on the card. I think its title says it all. And that's your Daily Tarot Map for today. If you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you click the like button. And visit my website at tarot-dude.com, where you can learn more about me and my work. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.